Hey, Strategy Simplified. Are you expecting to face a case interview in 2024? Then join our free 28 Days of Casing challenge that starts Monday, September 9th. In this 4-week challenge, you'll get a bite-sized email every day that has an assignment to complete along with expert resources and walkthroughs. We designed this challenge for anyone to be able to complete, regardless of skill level or experience. So whether you're just getting started or you're 20 or 30 cases deep, you'll get a lot out of this challenge. As I said before, it's completely free. Sign up at the link in this episode's show notes. You'll want to register by Monday, September 9th at 12 p.m. Eastern so you don't miss the first assignment.
There are many mistakes people can make when faced with a case interview chart. After all, the charts might have colors, new data, and an entire insight that you know is packaged inside there, but how do you uncover it? Let me walk you through some of the key mistakes that you might make and how to fix them. The number one mistake that people make is to not articulate out loud their thought process. They get the chart, they see the chart, they start reading the chart, and they go off into their own world. And in this situation, the interviewer loses contact with you, they lose connection with you, and they lose the insights that you're developing as you're developing them. It can also really slow you down in the process. So it's essential that from the moment that a chart is presented to you through to the insights, you talk the whole time. Second, it's critical that when you're looking at the data inside the chart, you build a structure out loud. If you don't do this, you'll make the second common mistake, which is that you'll look at the chart and you'll dive right into what you think the insights are. That's not a great way to approach any data inside a case, but it's especially dangerous when you see a chart because you feel like you're getting all of the data at once and you're not having to recap it out loud. So make sure that you recap both what the interviewer said and what you're seeing on the chart, otherwise known as clearing the chart. The third thing that is a common mistake when people are looking at charts is that they jump to conclusions without walking through a thorough process. Jumping to conclusions can be really damaging because charts are often multi-layered. Sometimes you'll have 3 segments or 5 years or different areas of the chart that you need to look at to extract all of the information. So when you walk through the chart very methodically, you can solve for this type of mistake. Fourth, and finally, if you come up against the chart and you're looking at it and you rush into it, but even if you're talking through it and doing that very methodically, it's important that you don't just take the chart at face value. The combination of what we're looking for as an interviewer when you are presented a chart is 2 things. Number one, the insights that you can gather from the data in the chart and the business knowledge that you walked into the room with. If you can combine the 2 of those together, you have a powerful insight machine where you can determine not just what the data is, but what the company should do about it. Let me share a few best practices for walking through charts in a case interview. Number one, make sure when you see that chart at the very beginning, you clear the chart. This is essentially the same as a recap for an out loud question that would be a math question presented without any visuals. You're going to simply recap what the person said and what you're seeing inside the chart. Second, when you're looking at the chart, make sure that you structure what you're about to do before you do it. So don't jump into any calculations or any insights, but look for calculations to do, explain what they are, explain why you want to do them, and get a preview for the interviewer so they can course correct if you're not going to go after the right information. Doing this also signals to them that you're in command of the chart. Number 3, do the calculations, develop your insights, and do it all directly in front of the interviewer. Make sure that you're solving actual math, not just looking at what a picture is telling you. There are often singular layers at the top, and there's a secondary layer, which only top candidates will find, which you will have to do a calculation to get to. And then fourth and finally, make sure that your insights are incredibly action-oriented. As you move through the chart, you'll be developing a hypothesis, you'll be sharing what your insights are, but at the end, you have to tie this back to what actions an organization will take. Charts and graphs look simple, but there's nothing simple about cracking them inside the case interview. And charts and graphs can make a difference between an offer and a rejection. So make sure you're brushed up on your skills today. At Management Consulted, we have an amazing resource inside our All Access Pass, which are charts and exhibit drills. So if you need specific help on this issue, the All Access Pass is for you. And if that's still not enough and you're not a DIY person, but you'd love to have somebody work with you to extract insights, some of our black belt clients have said that working on charts and graphs is the fastest business education they've ever received. In fact, one recently said that in 4 sessions with us, he learned more than an entire year of an MBA. So if you want this applied knowledge, black belt may be a better choice. We're so glad to help you out with this free content, and we'd love to work with you to help you crack charts in your case interviews.